Hey, it's Tippy from Inner Alchemist, place to come for practical tools to connect to your most magical and authentic self. Today, I want to talk about one of the biggest taboos that's out there. And I'm not talking about sex, and I'm not talking about how much money you make, but rather, we're all gonna die someday, Lord, we're all gonna die someday. I'll never forget when my little 5-year-old niece came in singing that song to me. See, kids are not yet so afraid of death. They have not been taught that this is something unnatural or abnormal, but they pick up on that from us. So I want to talk about this last great frontier, which it really is the last great frontier. That's going to be the last thing that happens to us. We all are going to die someday. Some of us sooner, some of us later. And yet, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to think about it. We don't want it to enter our lives. Yet the fact is every day we're dying a little bit more, leading ourselves towards the ultimate deadline called death. But here's the thing. Death is a great ally, folks. It truly is, because without death, we can't really begin to appreciate our lives. Now, I found over and over again when I work with my clients, this tends to be one of the most powerful things I can get them to think about. I ask them to think about whether it's with a partner or whether it's about a dream that they have or something that they're afraid of, just asking them to consider, if this were your last day, what would you be saying to your wife, your boyfriend, your loved one? What would be most important to you? If this were your last day or your last year, sometimes I'll play with the time frame. What now becomes most important for you to say? There are many, many ways you can ask this question, but I find that over and over again, once we break through the taboo of confronting death, this is where the greatest gifts lie. It's no lie, folks. Death helps us to wake up and live our lives. I'm going to just share that this used to be more theoretical for me until a couple years ago, a few years ago now. I did something so stupid. So stupid. I ran across a road filled with pretty high-speed traffic, which wouldn't have been a problem had I looked in both directions, because I was going against a red light, but I forgot. I was too engrossed with getting to the other side, and I didn't look in the other direction, and I got myself grazed by a car. Now, luckily, I walked away with just very, very badly bruised knees. And in that moment, that vulnerability of recognizing, yeah, it was almost here, I came this close, woke me up. Woke me up just a bit more. So I don't wish you any near misses. I don't wish you any life-threatening illnesses. But what I do wish for you is that you take today to recognize that it's not going to come back. And that makes this day so precious, so rich, so full. So what can I say except to say that we are lucky to be mortal beings?